What happens when two of television's most loved personalities clash in a way no one saw coming? The Kelly Clarkson show was meant to be just another easygoing stop for Trevor Noah's promotional tour. But what unfolded that afternoon left everyone stunned and the entertainment world buzzing. Make sure to subscribe and drop a comment, because this story will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about live television. The studio lights shone bright as Kelly settled into her chair, her familiar smile lighting up the set. Trevor Noah sat across from her, calm in his tailored suit, expecting the usual friendly chat that both of their fans had come to enjoy. The audience waited eagerly for laughs, unaware they were about to witness television history. "So, Trevor," Kelly began warmly, "I have to ask about your recent comments on comedy and cancel culture. Some people say you've gone soft since leaving The Daily Show." Trevor's eyebrows rose, surprise flashing across his face. This wasn't the light start he'd expected. "Soft? That's interesting," he replied. "I'd say I've evolved. There's a difference between being soft and being mindful about your words." "But isn't comedy supposed to challenge people?" Kelly pressed, leaning forward. "If you start worrying about everyone's feelings, doesn't that kill the art form? Even I've been told my show is too safe, too vanilla." The audience shifted. This wasn't the upbeat Kelly they were used to. Trevor stayed composed, though his jaw tightened slightly. "Kelly, I think you're mixing being considerate with being censored. When I hosted The Daily Show, I reached millions. That comes with responsibility. I could joke about apartheid because I lived it. But mocking other people's trauma for laughs? That's not edgy, it's just unkind." Kelly's smile wavered. "But Trevor, don't you think that's a little patronizing? Assuming people can't handle humor about their own experiences? I've faced divorce, weight struggles, family drama. I can laugh about all of it. Maybe the problem isn't comedy. Maybe people have just become too sensitive." The room went quiet. Trevor drummed his fingers once on his knee, a small sign of irritation. "Too sensitive?" he repeated. "Kelly, when you went through your divorce, did you want people joking about it on national TV, or did you want space to heal first?" "That's different," Kelly snapped. "I'm a public figure. We sign up for this, and pain often fuels the best comedy. Look at Richard Pryor, George Carlin, even Dave Chappelle." "And look what happened to Dave," Trevor replied, his accent deepening. He walked away from millions when he realized people were laughing at the wrong things. "There's a difference between punching up and punching down." Kelly's producer signaled nervously, urging her to move on, but she seemed too fired up to stop. "Okay, but where does it end, Trevor? Do we stop making jokes altogether? My audience doesn't come here for lectures. They come to laugh, to escape." "And that's fine," Trevor said evenly, "but laughter shouldn't come at someone else's expense. You can be funny without being cruel." Kelly's eyes narrowed. "Have you, though? Because it seems like you've traded your edge for applause from people who were never your audience. The Trevor Noah who roasted politicians, where did he go?" Trevor's dry laugh filled the silence. "He grew up. He learned that getting laughs by hurting people isn't comedy. It's bullying with better timing. But maybe that's hard to understand for someone who's built a career on being America's sweetheart." Kelly's face hardened. "Excuse me? Are you calling me fake? I've been in this industry since I was 16. I've earned everything by being real." "Real?" Trevor repeated. "Kelly, your show is the TV version of elevator music, pleasant, safe, and forgettable. Forgive me if I don't take advice from someone who's made millions by avoiding controversy." Gasps rippled through the audience. Kelly's face turned red, her voice trembling with anger. "Forgettable? My show's been renewed for years. You quit The Daily Show because you couldn't handle the pressure. I've sold over 25 million albums, won Grammys, and built an empire. What have you done besides make people feel guilty for laughing?" Trevor leaned back, smiling faintly. "Success isn't about fame or money, Kelly. It's about whether you use your platform to make things better or just to make yourself richer." Kelly's voice cracked. "I've donated millions, supported small businesses, helped countless people. What have you done besides sit behind a desk making fun of others?" "I've used comedy to expose injustice," Trevor shot back. "You've turned entertainment into background noise for people who don't want to think." Kelly's expression turned cold. "Don't you dare talk down to my audience. Those people you mock work hard, raise kids, and face real struggles every day." Trevor laughed without humor. "Kelly, I grew up under apartheid. My mother was shot. I've lived through things you can't imagine. Don't talk to me about privilege when you got a record deal at 16. There it is, Kelly said bitterly. The oppression card. Yes, you had a hard life, but that doesn't give you the right to act superior. The studio was tense. Even the crew looked uncertain. I'm not playing a card, Trevor said quietly. I'm just reminding you that comfort can blind people to the truth. I left The Daily Show because I didn't want to become what you are, so comfortable that you forget what matters. Kelly's hands shook. And what does matter, Trevor? She asked. Connection, he replied. But you don't connect, you perform. Your show gives people emotional fast food. It feels good but changes nothing. And your show was what? Kelly snapped. A lecture? People want to laugh, not feel guilty. I never called anyone terrible, Trevor said sharply. I challenge ideas, not people. But maybe that's too complex for someone whose biggest segment is asking about celebrity diets. Kelly stood abruptly. You know what? I'm done. You came on my show to attack me and everything I've built. Trevor stayed seated. I came for a conversation between equals. But instead I found someone desperate for relevance. Irrelevant? Kelly shouted. I have one of the top shows on TV. What do you have, a forgotten comedy special? Trevor's voice was low, controlled. You can have ratings and still be meaningless. You're the human version of elevator music, pleasant and empty. Get out, Kelly whispered, then screamed, Get out of my studio! Gladly, Trevor said, standing. Thank you for proving my point about American entertainment. No one can handle a real conversation anymore. Kelly called for security, but Trevor stopped them. No need, I don't need validation from an audience. You think you're better than everyone, Kelly shouted, trembling. Trevor paused at the edge of the set. I don't think I'm better than anyone, Kelly. Just better than this. He gestured around. This fake outrage, this drama for clicks, that's the problem with television today. Don't you dare play the victim, Kelly snapped. You came here to start a fight. I came here to promote a book, Trevor said calmly. You made it personal. The audience sat frozen, some secretly recording. Producers signaled to cut to commercial, but Kelly ignored them. You've spent the last 20 minutes attacking everything about me, she said bitterly. Because it's true, Trevor replied, emotion breaking through his accent. You asked if I've gone soft. Here's the truth. Your show is a monument to mediocrity. You pretend to challenge people but never risk anything real. Kelly's voice shook, tears mixing with makeup. You can't stand that I'm successful without your approval. You've forgotten how to be human. Being human, Trevor said softly, means caring about others, not just selling them comfort. And who made you the judge of that? Kelly snapped. You're just another celebrity with opinions. Trevor looked around the studio, then met her eyes. You're right, but at least I try to use mine to make things better, not just easier. Kelly's voice broke. Congratulations, Trevor. You made everyone feel awful. Hope that feels good. Trevor's expression softened. Kelly, I didn't mean to hurt you. I respect what you've built, but when you questioned my integrity, I reacted, maybe too strongly. Maybe we both did, she said quietly. But you can't just tear down someone's work because you disagree with it. You're right, Trevor said, surprising her. And I'm sorry. But you can't ask for honesty and then hate it when it's uncomfortable. Silence filled the room. Trevor slowly unclipped his microphone and set it down. I think this interview is over, he said, before walking off the set. Kelly stood frozen as the producer called for a commercial. The audience sat in stunned quiet, realizing they'd witnessed something unforgettable. A moment where entertainment's friendly mask cracked open to reveal raw truth. As the cameras stopped, Kelly whispered to no one, What just happened here? What do you think really caused this explosive confrontation between two of TV's most likable stars? Was Trevor right to challenge shallow entertainment? Or did he go too far? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more shocking celebrity moments that make you question everything you thought you knew about your favorite stars.